Hi, I'm a small creator. Oh, we love you!
Many months later.
Hi, I'm the same creator, but now I'm verified. Oh my god! You're so annoying! Hi, Yappers, it's Bree, and today I have a real interesting topic for you all. I feel like we've all seen a common criticism among bigger creators. A criticism that isn't really fixable or bad, and that's the criticism of blank creator is overrated. Before I get into all of that, my super thank yous. And make sure to stick around for the small message after this, if you usually skip because it's an awesome sauce update to my channel. Big thank you to XS4 Ranny, Wacky Puppet Inc., and Kazuna Endy. And as always, thank you to Yummy for my VTuber model. His commission link is in the description. And if you haven't, read my webcomic Crash Landed on Tapas. Link in the description. But you know what else is in my description? 3 cool new things. My commissions are back up and updated. Here's some that I already did. And in this commission link is also my brand new shop. It's kind of a merch shop, though I'm not a big fan of having my face all over stuff, so instead of the items with my Sona on them, I also design general clothing, and a few other items like mugs. I plan to start selling a lot of cutesy clothes for anyone to wear. But if you do want merch or my Sona, I do have these items. So if you like colorful and cute aesthetics, check out my shirts. More will be added soon. I just want designs that are actually interesting to wear. And also, I have a new silly channel, Bree Doodles. I do cool art stuff, and I just posted my first few videos on there. But enough of that. On to the video. I always see the criticism of quote-unquote overrated creators. Many creators being harassed simply for this reason. And it's so stupid. I see people make entire hate videos dedicated to saying a creator didn't deserve their following, and it's just so dumb. And oftentimes it leads to harassment, which is insane. And a lot of times it happens to literal children. They get harassed simply because, oh no, people like them? It's so weird that in the big 2025, people are getting hate over something they can't control. And that's people liking them. And like, I get it if they're a bad person and it's like, why do people like them? But even then, it's just so dumb to sit and whine about the fact they have subscribers when the important thing is what they did. But going back to general criticisms of this topic, like I said, it's uncontrollable. People don't choose their following. I mean, unless they buy a fan base. But usually most creators grow an audience because people like their content. Being rude to and dehumanizing a creator simply because they're mad they have a fan base is a bit weird. Not even a bit, it's really weird. It's by far one of the stupidest criticisms out there. Attacking someone for this is genuinely pointless and such a waste of time when you could be doing something productive. And most times, yeah, this can follow the most common reason for this behavior, jealousy. Most people assume this is the reason why it happens. It's not the only reason. It's definitely not the only reason though. But for some reason, yes, some people go through huge lengths just because they believe they deserve this amount of fame, despite the fact they put more effort into hating than creating. So yeah, a lot of times it's jealousy striking again, and clouding the artist's mind leading them to hating on other artists. The art community cares more about likes and virality, more than actually creating. And that's so sad. Everything has become a competition, even if you didn't sign up for that. Creators get dragged constantly simply because their art went viral and someone else's didn't, and it's so stupid. We see this a lot with a lot of trends being based around likes and views, or hate trends like the haters winning trend, which oftentimes roots in this competitiveness in the art community. But come on guys, just like I said in my Ibis Paint art ranking video, if you all complained less and drew more, maybe, just maybe, people would be focusing on your art. But aside from the common belief of jealousy, there are other reasons. And for me, what it seems like is the other reason just overall dehumanization of creators. It seems like the more subscribers or followers you get, the less human you're seen as. Because I constantly see creators being spoken about like there's some form of media to pick apart. And this has happened to me numerous times. I've had people theorize whether or not I have changed. Me and my personal friendships and relationships. I've had people question me about my sexuality. And even make headcanons for me. I'm a human being, guys. I've even had personal experiences where people preyed upon my downfall, which is whatever. It doesn't bother me insanely much, but it's still so weird to see. It doesn't upset me, but it does make me mildly uncomfortable. I'm a human being, guys. The creators you hate for being overrated are human beings too. And oftentimes these creators are, again, literal children who do not choose this. They don't choose to go viral, they don't choose their fan bases, none of it. Children are put in the spotlight in an instant, and with the love comes a lot of hate. They will be picked apart and crucified for the simplest of mistakes. Since there are thousands of eyes watching them, common teenager mistakes like immaturity or being rude, even small petty arguments between friends, is put on blast. And instead of them being informed on why they're wrong, and being properly corrected, they are put on a podium for the internet to pick apart, and to harass them for simple mistakes. And I mean, oftentimes it's teenagers crucifying teenagers, so it's not that unexpected, but it's not healthy at all. They're yelled at for being put in this spotlight, the same spotlight that was put upon them at random. We need to stop blaming people for this, and focus on actual problems. The day we as a community stop hating artists over the stupid of reasons is the day I rest, I swear. But yeah, there's not insanely much to say on the topic. but I feel like it's a huge unnecessary waste of time that nobody seems to criticize much outside of comment sections on occasions. But overall, stop hating people for being overrated. It's a waste of time and it's dumb. Focus on actual problems, because this is genuinely such a non-issue. Nobody's being hurt. Nothing actually bad is going on. People just like them. You can find a creator overrated, but there's no need to make it a huge deal. Not every single negative opinion needs to be blasted to the entire internet, because this is how hate trains and harassment trains start. But these are just my opinions. Comment yours below, preferably respectfully. And also make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you all for 161,000 subscribers. My next goal is 165,000 subscribers. Check out the description for all the information that I mentioned before. And yeah, see you all in the next one, and as always, remember to love your art, love others, and love yourselves. Bye!